Dear finance professionals and students, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing chartered accountant. Daily news and updates for 7th November 2024. Trump's America First policy could reignite a trade war between Washington and Beijing. Some experts, however, see a window of opportunity for India to ramp up its supplies to the US. This is because Trump has vowed to punish China with much higher tariffs than other nations to restore bilateral trade balance. Also, given its more domestically oriented economy, India would be less vulnerable to higher tariffs than China. Experts estimate Trump's tariff proposals would subtract 2% from China's GDP. And greater pain on the more open economies in the rest of the world. The Indian government is considering granting infrastructure status to the entire shipping sector. This move would provide the industry with access to financial assistance and concessions, boosting the indigenous shipping industry. The Finance Ministry is currently consulting with banks and financial institutions before a final decision is made. The Goods and Services Tax Network has introduced a new form, GST DRC 03A, now available on the GST portal. This form enables taxpayers to adjust the tax demand amounts they have already paid against a specific GST demand order. It is particularly beneficial for those who have made partial or full payments via the DRC 03 form and wish to align these payments with an existing GST demand order. For instance, if you have a pending GST demand order of Rs 200 and you have already made a payment of Rs 50 using the DRC 03 form, you can file DRC 03A to adjust that Rs 50 against the demand order. This way, your net tax liability will decrease to Rs 150. SEBI has permitted Indian mutual fund schemes to invest in overseas mutual funds or unit trusts that have exposure to Indian securities. The condition is that the total exposure to Indian securities by these overseas mutual funds or unit trusts must not be more than 25% of their assets. The Indian mutual fund schemes must ensure that all investors' contributions to an overseas mutual fund or unit trust are combined into single investment vehicle without any side vehicles. The circular shall be effective immediately. SEBI observed that some apps or web applications or platforms offer virtual trading services, paper trading, or fantasy games to the public based on stock price data of listed companies. Such activities are in violation of the SCRA 1956 and SEBI Act 1992, which are laws designed to protect investors. Accordingly, SEBI has cautioned investors against undertaking trading activities via virtual trading or gaming platforms and asked them to deal only through registered intermediaries. This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.